Okay, everyone, welcome back to the Abbey. There is actually one room that I missed. It's this small little room here. It's a laundry room. Doesn't seem too incredible, but it is important because of these Manhunter characters back here. Now, they're actually just freshly washed robes and sash belts that have been hung to dry.
And they're brightly colored.
We can take them. They're mostly dry. Nothing worse to carry around than wet wool. There's really absolutely nothing else here of importance. The tub is filled with dirty water and half-done laundry, but he can't carry it around. There's nothing else here that he wants. This room is pretty boring other than that. So, all right, let's go ahead and check out the
Chapel.
the chapel area. Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah, as most Catholic chapels are, it's very ornately decorated. They put in wooden pews, I see. I guess the monks grew tired of kneeling upon a stone floor. The scriptures are laid open upon the altar. 'Tis the altar with the holy book upon it. This magnificent, gilded, and bejeweled reliquary holds a sliver of the true cross, which legend says was brought back from Jerusalem by King Arthur.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Hey, buddy. You look fat and ugly to me. Hey.
No, come back out. Okay. Shh. All right.
These windows are most beautiful. Their colored light uplifts my soul. Up here, the devotional scenes painted upon the ceiling remind me that this has always been a sacred place long before a church was even built here. And there are two doors, obviously, here. This door should lead to someplace outside the abbey. Here's a door. Oh, it's a hedge maze. What about the other door? It's an alternate entrance to the hedge maze. Now, there's really nothing in the hedge maze other than one, just one thing, which is at the far end. I'll go ahead and show you how to get there now, just for fun, so that we don't have to worry about it later. Because later on we'll be under some duress to do it quickly, so... Well, it's actually not that complicated. It's basically right here. A hidden door opens out of the maze. It's not too bad of a maze, I suppose. Ah, the maze has brought me out into the Witch's Court. It's entirely enclosed by the stone wall, with two large wooden gates set in the northern wall. They're closed now, but when open, they would allow a large crowd of spectators to enter. So yeah, this is where they burn witches, obviously. The abbot had this thing built, a stake within a small pyre. Twice he has burned old women he accused of being witches, a vile foreign notion that causes great unease among the townsfolk. Always he keeps this court locked so that people do not sneak in here and destroy this thing. It's the abbot's pyre for burning witches. Yeah, you can't really do anything with it. There's really nothing to do here now. There's no point in coming here other than just to take a look around and, see that it's a... 3 iron rings are set into the walls, probably to disguise the fact that one of them provides a handle to open the hidden door. And indeed, if you try to operate the other rings, nothing happens. So, there you go. Pretty straightforward. Alright, so... like I said, the maze isn't too bad.
It just has this annoying habit of changing perspectives when you really don't want it to.
Yeah, just because of the way it's laid out, it's not really, the edges of the screen are kind of... yeah, anyway. Alright, so that's the hedge maze. And the other room that's really relevant, I guess, since we can... Whoops, no, don't want to go here. I don't think we can even go into these little side rooms. Yeah. In this cell, a monk is counting the number of angels dancing upon the head of a pin.
What?
Okay, I think that's just a joke. You can't actually go there. Whoops, no, I didn't mean to go outside.
That's the most important room of all.
Can I go in here? I don't think so.
And you have to go in from the other room.
The kitchen is filled with monks. He believes he'll avoid that room. Alright, well, let's go to this refectory. And once again, we have an encounter in the refectory with a monk. Let's take a look at him. The abbot is completely absorbed over a small wooden box. He seems to be doing something to the lid. Could I be of service to you, your grace?
What is he wearing? That is very interesting.
His hat and his pigtails are a little ridiculous, yeah.
Oh, I thought those were like strings or...
I don't know.
I don't know.
Aye, that you can, brother. This bloody puzzle box is driving me mad, and I'm down to my last mug of ale. Trot over to the pub and get me more of his most potent brew. Forgive my ignorance, but why don't you simply break open the box? Because it's too well made, that's why. And besides, it's supposed to contain a magic ring, a perfect ruby set in flames made of gold, and I'll not take any chances on damaging it. Not that it's none of your business. Be on your way. Shall I take the empty cask with me, your grace? Fie, who cares? For what that innkeeper charges me, he can afford to lose a few casks. But make sure you bring back his best ale, none of that poisonous, scrumpy cider stuff. Pardon me, but how shall I pay for it? I notice you have your purse. Enough addle-pated questions! He'll bill me as he always does, and I'll be off with you. I paused because I wanted to make sure I pronounced that right. I think it's pate, right?
I think.
And not pate, as I erroneously said before. So this cask is of no use to the abbot now that it's empty, so he won't mind if we take it.
Yeah, I guess refilling his ale will help him break open a box better?
What about his cup?
Get back here quickly with that ale, and I might consider giving you a drop.
Alright, so we don't take his cup, but we do take his cask. Here's something kind of funny that you can do. I'll go ahead and save my game. And once you get the cask, you can go and visit him again. Hello?
Well, where's my ale? Ah, the ale. I knew I'd forgotten something. Show your wretched face here again without a full cask, and I'll have you defrocked.
Oh no!
And he actually makes good on that threat.
Does he have a full cask with him? Nay, your grace, it's still empty. Then take him out and defrock him. Defrocking is not usually a lethal affair, but in Robin's case... Aye, without a hood, the hood was revealed.
Nice little pun there.
It wasn't hard to knock down a few soft monks, if only that patrol of soldiers hadn't been nearby. He might still have won the fight if not for their crossbows. Alas, their quarrels ended his quarrel.
Alright, so, not a good idea to return to the abbot unless you've filled up the flask. Or not the flask, the cask. So, let's go to the pub and take a look at what's shaken here. Now, one thing you do want to do here, since it gets you points, is... Wait for it. Here we go. Take a look at this bucket that comes down from the roof, or ceiling rather. It's a bucket lowered on a rope through a hole in the sandstone roof. Oh, it also says roof, even though I think it's more of a ceiling, but whatever. Innkeeper, what's the meaning of the lowered bucket? The soldiers lower it from the castle walls with money in it, and I fill it with ale, which they haul back up. Interesting. Alright. Hey, let's take a look at the cask. This cask has carried many mugs of ale. Alright. I'll leave the cask alone lest I break the tap. Alright. So let's go ahead and give the cask to the innkeeper. I believe this empty cask belongs to you. Well, well, much appreciated, brother. You're the only monk who's bothered to do me this service. Here's a new cask. Did the abbot send payment? Nay, he... Never mind. You were kind enough to bring the cask, but remind him that the bill is overdue. I shall, gladly. If you're in a hurry to get back, signal me from the cellar door and I'll let you in so as you can go back the short way. What sort of signal? Like you're trying to open it. That'll be enough. Alright, good to know. And I guess we'll do that in just a little bit. But let's take a look at this gentleman down here. This poor old fellow looks as though he's led a hard life and seeks to forget it with a jug or two of nut brown ale. You have the look of a man who's been to foreign lands. He has the look of a microcephalic, if you ask me, but alright.
I've been to the Holy Land. Saw Jerusalem, I did. Killed heathens and watched many a Christian die, and the ground run red with blood. Served with King Richard until he made peace with Saladin and sent us packing home. But them days is done. If you've a mind for the game of 9 men's Morris, I'm willing to lighten your purse. I'll consider it. Alright, this is a good place to save the game, because I must confess that I'm horrible at 9 men's Morris. The 9 men's Morris guy. I'm assuming he has a name. I don't even remember his name. But alright,
So basically, we need to defeat him at this game that has basically been his obsession and consumed so much of his time recently. So he's a very good player, and I am not. So yeah. Well, the video's over now. I'm out of time, but we'll have to take him on in the next video. So we'll see you then, folks. Bye bye for now.
Bye bye.